of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM. Our conversation with Barb Hauge and the guest, whom she will introduce to us in just a couple of moments, brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And Barb, you'll notice it's National Grammar Day. Did you know that? I use correct grammar in introducing you.
Excellent.
So no pressure, but don't make any mistakes.
I'll see what I can do.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. And who is this gentleman you brought with you today?
I have with me today Daniel Roan, who's the new director of health and wellness at our local YMCA.
There you go, Daniel. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. Good to have you with us. You
Glad
got a
to be
radio
here.
voice too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Done
cool.
some radio in my time, but I like it.
Cool. Terrific. All right. Well, we're going to meet him. Barb, what's the context?
We are talking about the Indiana County Decathlon.
Mm-hmm.
We are now in our second month of the events that we're having. So we just finished all of February, and what we were doing in February was the Chili Walk kickoff at Blue Spruce. And then we went to the Recycling Center for a tour there. And last weekend, we went to see Greg Van Horn's Christmas Tree Farm for a Christmas Tree Capital Walk.
Yeah.
So now we have some new programs coming up in March. And we have, so we start on March 14th, the Saturday, March 14th at 10 in the morning. We're going to go to Climber for their Irish walk and roll on the Climber Trail.
Okay.
So bring your wheelchair, walker, cane, or stroller and join us on their beautifully paved trail in Climber. And you can go as long as you want or are able, or a short distance. They have benches along their route that you can take a rest. But if you do the whole round trip, it's 3 miles.
Okay. Okay. So where are you gathering in Climber that day?
We're gathering at Lee Street Park.
Okay.
It's where the basketball courts are. So if you go into Climber to the light, and if you're coming from Indiana, you would make a left, go over the bridge, go down there and make a right. I believe it's Jefferson. You go over the railroad tracks, and Lee Street Park is right there.
Okay. And 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. All right.
Yes, and they're really excited. Afterwards, we're going to go to Aging Services. So the Climber Social Center that Aging Services has, we're going to gather there afterwards for some refreshments after the walk.
And so you won't wear yourself out, but it's a good thing because the next day you're back, aren't you?
Yes, we have Trail of the Year trek on over at the Rexus branch of the Ghost Town Trail. So as everybody must know by now, is that the Ghost Town Trail by the...
Tell me why you brought Daniel with you today.
I brought Daniel with me today to introduce him, but also because the Y is one of our sponsors of the Indiana County Decathlon, and we always have an event at the YMCA, which takes place during Healthy Kids Day. So the Y has been a tremendous support of the program, and because unusually our Y is a county-wide Y, whereas most other Ys are community-based. So this one encompasses the entire county. So it makes sense for us to partner together.
Yeah, absolutely. So Daniel, let's talk a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right. So the walking decathlon is just one of the many things that you folks at the Y are involved in. But it's a good thing, isn't it?
It's a great thing. It allows people to really get out there, focus on their health, get to meet new people. Great for the community. Very excited to partner with Barb and the Decathlon. I think it's amazing what we can both do together to really promote health and wellness as a factor through Indiana County.
I like the time of the year for it too, because people they're getting antsy.
Right.
Got to get outside.
Right. Tired of being cooped up indoors. Really like the fact that we're able to go out in these beautiful days as we start to see the seasons change and just kind of see nature take its course and see a lot of things get better throughout the year.
Yeah. Now, for folks that aren't involved in the decathlon or are and still want to supplement their walking, Y is a great place, outdoors or indoors.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a half track over there at the Y. Tons of cardio equipment. Membership's pretty affordable for everybody. Very excited to see different members come through our doors every day and just get to greet them and get to know their stories as well.
Yeah, one of the interesting things to me about the Y is it's actually program-based as well, or you can go and you can just do your individual workout however you want, but you've got many programs that will help people too.
Yeah, absolutely. So as my position of Director of Health and Wellness, I kind of oversee the programming and everything over there. So anybody out there, always open for suggestions and different programs you want to see, come to the YMCA here. But yeah, we love when people come and take classes, but if you just want to focus on your health and wellness by yourself, by all means, we have ample space to do that as well.
Mm-hmm. So all of those are part of the YMCA experience. People, there was a big month in the month of January, the signups. I know at the beginning of the year, you've got all kinds of people that are interested and they do their New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did some special pricing that allowed more people to join, but you can join anytime.
Absolutely. Yeah, we welcome anybody anytime. Always have a lot of specials going on too, over special holidays, special events, things like that. But definitely welcome anytime. We'd love to see new faces come in and really increase the participation in there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Barb, the decathlons that tie in with the YMCA is a natural, I know.
Yes.
And in fact, that is where the whole thing culminates, isn't it? The whole decathlon?
Well, there's a lot that you can get benefit from going to the Y during the decathlon. So we have cards, stamped cards, and we have 17 different events on the card, but we also have 4 spaces that you can do on your own. And one of the spaces that you can earn on your own is exercising at the Y. Mm-hmm. And I understand that the Y will allow you to exercise even if you're not a member. You can go in and exercise. So if you exercise for 20 minutes or more, you can get a stamp on your card. And the folks at the front desk at the YMCA are very familiar with our cards and with stamping them. Yeah. And at the end of the program, if you have 10 or more stamps, by June 5th, if you have 10 or more stamps, you can turn your card into the YMCA, write your name and your phone number on it, and you'll be entered into a raffle. And the raffle's taking place on June 6th at Nature Palooza at Blue Spruce Park.
There you go. Now, the last time you were here, I want to talk about Walkworks paths.
Yes.
Last time you were here, there were some openings, and you were looking for people to fill those. Have anybody stepped forward for those yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We're still looking for people for the Homer City route and also the Indiana Borough, the long route that we have here in Indiana Borough.
Okay. Okay.
So if anybody's interested in being a walking group leader, we'd love to have you. All that you need to do is commit to one day and one time per week that you'll be at the location here in Indiana on North 7th Street, and then just take the folks for a walk. Just go for a walk together. Yeah. Now, when do they walk in Indiana? Or does that depend upon the person who decides to lead it? It depends on the walking group leader. They can choose the day and the time. We have, in the past, done it Wednesday evenings at 6, but it could be flexible depending on what works for the walking group leader. Yeah, there you go. And you can earn a stamp for the decathlon by taking part in the Walkworks. Yeah, by walking on any of the Walkworks routes. Because some of the routes don't have walking group leaders, you could do the route on your own. Just take a picture of yourself while you're doing it. Do a selfie. Yeah. And then take your picture and your card to the Y, and they'll stamp it for you, or come to any of our events and we'll give you a stamp for it. And yet another way is by going to some of our parks and other areas where you're walking. We have a couple different locations. We have White Township Recreation Complex, the Ghost Town Trail. We have another stamp that you can earn on your own on the Ghost Town Trail, exercising at the Y or Walkworks route. And the other one is an open, any community walk or run that you participate in, we'll give you a stamp for doing that too. Okay, so you're doing a 5K or something like that, you can do that? Yes, yes. All right. And to learn more about the whole program, you've got a Facebook page. We do. Our Facebook page is called Indiana County Walking Decathlon. You can like us, and we'll be happy to have you take a look at all of the activities that we have coming up. The other activity that we have coming up in March, before we go, is a public tour of IUP's campus. Okay. So we'll meet at Stapleton Library at 10 a.m. on Saturday, March 28th, and we'll go for a tour on campus and learn about not only the buildings and the histories of the buildings, but also how to be a student. So if you want to be a non-credit student, or you want to audit classes, we'll learn about how to do that. Also, if you want to buy tickets for different events on campus, we'll learn where you go to do that too. Wow. Man, you're putting it together here with the Walking Decathlon this year. We have a really great volunteer team
Yeah.
of people.
And for folks who don't know, you don't have to sign up for these things. You just show up.
Yeah, just come.
No sign up, just show up.
Yep, just come.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan. All right. So things going on at the Y, Daniel. Anything special for the month of March since we're at the beginning of it right now?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of our spring programs are actually starting up in March, anywhere from Teens in Training, which is basically a course where teens can come out, get some proper health movements, things like that. We have that starting up in March. You're able to sign up at icymca.org, or just come in and sign up for that. Have a lot of great stuff going on. We have adult recreational basketball coming up. Lacrosse is going to be starting up here soon. Baseball, everything like that is going to be starting up soon. So very excited for the programs that are going to be coming and starting up in March. So it's a great time to get involved right now, and kind of get your wellness and fitness on track too.
Good shape. Good shape. And that's really the goal, is good shape. All right. Barb, Daniel, thanks for coming in to visit with us today.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Big weekend coming up next weekend, 14th and 15th. You've got the Irish Walk and Roll and the Climber Trail, and then the Trail of the Year Trek on that Sunday. Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM.